Hey guys, what is going on? It's Colin C back from the Crypto Boys, and I have a great video for you today. Today we're going to go over bear markets and maybe even a bear market buster. Lately I've been thinking, how in the hell can you make money in the bear market? One of my projects that we've been giving you guys for quite some time now has made me a ton. And yes, a ton of money in this bear market. And I want to go over exactly the reasons why I think it's made me money and why I think it's been such a great investment. All right, guys, if you guys like this video or you guys enjoy some of the content we're talking about, if you guys could always hit that like button, it really does help us out. And even if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. Joe and I always say, if we haven't earned your subscription here at the Crypto Boys, keep coming back and checking us out because we will eventually. We guarantee it. All right, guys, let's go ahead and jump right into this video. So before I give you guys the project that I'm talking about, which I'm sure some of you guys obviously know, is that we've got to think about what a bear market is and why the bear market happened. You've got to run through some of the cases of what's happening in the bear market, where was it more macro events? Was it some regulation talk? What was the typical reason, or what was the reason for this bear market, and how far did it push it down? Those are questions that do have to be answered, and each one has been just a little bit different if you go back in time as to what's happened. The bear market we're currently in has actually went with many timelines before, as far as the halving event, miners capitulating, things of that nature. Also, the macro environment doesn't look good as well, with the war going on, recession, inflation, all of these things happening. It is the typical thing of bear markets. You've got projects crashing all over the place. So with that happening, how are any projects actually going to go up? What's going to be the driving force to make them go up? Because anything with a large enough cap probably won't get pushed up. So that's what we're going to get into. As most of you know, the typical thoughts of bear market is get yourself into larger caps, right? Get yourself into something bigger, lower volatility, most likely going to be around, except for Terra and a couple other projects. Some people are like, oh, get to stable coins. Well, now stable coins aren't even safe, so don't get to stable coins. Buy your crypto and get it on a ledger as soon as you can. So there's so many different things about bear markets that you've got to be willing to change your attitude and change the way you actually invest and hold your crypto. This is extremely important, especially right now. These are the things you should be doing to protect yourself, protect your crypto, and protect your money long term. The next thing is you typically want to avoid smaller caps. You don't want to get into smaller cap projects because they're going to be more volatile. They don't have the funding, they don't have the FOMO, they don't have the idea of being able to make it through an entire bear market. Bear markets are long, they're cold, they're disastrous. Many of the projects, 20-ish thousand coins right now, about 80 or 90% of them won't go anywhere, and they will typically go to zero. So think about that. Typically, you want to stay away from them smaller caps. However, we're going to talk about why that may not be the only thing you should do in bear markets to come. Another thing most people think about is they need to be easy to buy. If they're harder to buy, they're harder to research, they're harder to go out and find, you have to get on this DEX and this. Typically, you want to stay away from those projects because there's not going to be enough buyers out there to go out and find out how to buy them. Also, you could be getting in very early, so there is a case that if they do make it through the bear market, maybe the run-up is going to be even higher for those type of projects. Now, I could simply just say, put your money in BTC, put your money in ETH, and everybody would smile and be happy and be like, yeah, that's what you should do. But I'm not going to say that in this video. I'm going to tell you something that I did at the beginning of this bear market to kind of hedge myself a little possibility to make some money, and that was actually invest in a very small cap. I put this money in, not financial advice, knowing that it could very easily go to zero. I put it in a cap that was less than 10 million. Yes, let me say that again. Less than $10 million, knowing that it could go to zero. However, I knew the potential for it to go up, and the idea for it to go up took a very little amount of revenue and a very little amount of extra capital to make it go to the moon, and that is exactly what has happened so far. Also, if you're willing to risk just a little bit of money in these smaller caps, and they do make it through the bear market, like I said before, the potential for them to 150x, that potential does go up. The project I'm specifically talking about is Silo. We've been talking about it for months on this channel. It was the third crypto I ever bought well over a year and a half ago. I've bought it very high. I've bought it at the bear market low so far, and I've bought it in the middle. I kept DCAing in. Here's why. I knew it had a chance to get listed onto Coinbase. And once that news came out of Coinbase, this cap is small enough to allow it to run up and keep the level it's at. Most people that are going to FOMO in are going to FOMO in the bear market and something that isn't too hard to buy. Silo, you can get it nice and easy on Qcoin and a couple other places, but I get mine on Qcoin. The market cap was so low, I knew the potential for it to run up was somewhat high because the market cap was so low. We just needed enough people to FOMO in to make this thing really go up. If we get down to the desktop just really quick, this is not a video to explain what Silo is. A decentralized communications app. They're getting into the metaverse. They're doing some other things. I have videos that I'll link down below in the description that explains what Silo is and why I like it so much. But this is why this was kind of my bear market buster, is that we even said before you could go into sectors, metaverse plays, and all that stuff, which Silo is starting to get into the metaverse. However, what you're looking for is some great big news to pump a small cap. And now you can see just over a month ago, this was less than a quarter of a penny. Less than a quarter of a penny. And just in the last month, it has ran up well over 100%. Yes, well over 100%. If you can find another project that's done that in a bear market, I would be shocked, unless it's something like the Luna crash and everybody jumping in and all that stuff. No, but Silo has legitimately ran up off of good news, off of people getting in, off of investors getting in, and they're not even listed yet. They just got the promise to list. So if we go back to the chart here, what happened in this little pump right here that kind of put it up about 50% was that it said it's about to get listed or could be considered to be listed onto Coinbase. And then what happened is it kind of went into this lull for about a month or so, and then it popped all the way up saying now it is officially going to be listed on Coinbase, and we still don't know when. Again, this is up over 100% in the bear market we're in, which some people are calling it the worst bear market of all time. That's still yet to be seen. We'll see what happens further. But understand that there are ways to make money in the bear market if you're smart, if you kept some capital on the side, and if you're willing to risk just a little bit of your portfolio, like I was, just about 1% or 2%. Even though I believed in Silo, I believed in the project, that was a potential for it to rip up. All right, guys, now to kind of sum up this video, what I did and the secret to it was get in projects you believe in. You don't have to put in a ton of money. You just want something to kind of hold up your portfolio. I feel like I'm like Silo is that really tiny person holding up the huge boulder on their back and saving my portfolio right now. That is Silo. It's because it's saving my entire portfolio. Everything else is way down except for Silo. And it's just because I got lucky with the news. I understood the project. I knew it had its potential to run up, and that is why I kept DCAing and buying more at all of these price points. Otherwise, I would have just got out of it quite some time ago and moved that to a bigger cap. All right, if you guys got anything out of this video, if you guys could go ahead and like it, subscribe to the channel. The Crypto Boys are always here. Got your back. Bear market, bull market, we don't care. We got your back. All right, guys, I appreciate you rocking with the fittest crypto channel on YouTube, and I'm out.